So now we're gonna go over labor and delivery. This is it's like the championship game. This is it. You know, it's that time. You've been prepping. You've been prepping for maybe, we're gonna assume 30 to 40 weeks at this point, and it is about that time to push the baby out or get the baby cut out of you. However you're getting that baby out, it's time for the baby to come out. Your baby is considered to be full term between 38 and 40 weeks. That is when most babies' lungs are fully developed, and that means the baby is ready to breathe in the air of the world. Any baby delivered before 38 weeks is considered a preterm baby. So literally that Sunday started my 38th week, and that is when I went into labor. I went into labor Sunday night. I remember it very vividly. I was sitting on the couch and I ate me some hot lemon pepper wings and I was ready for bed. I walked to my bedroom, and as I walked to my bedroom, I had to pee. So I go to the bathroom and I pee, but when I peed, it felt like there was more coming out than what I was pushing out. So I said, okay, I'm tripping. I called my mom, I told her what happened. She said, do you see the mucus plug? I said, no, I don't see it. I don't think it came out. She said, okay, you should be good. Just keep us updated. As I walk to my bed, more water comes out. And I'm like, is my water breaking? Like, is this what's happening? And Rihan's father was like, oh my God, we gotta go. And I'm like, no, let's calm down. I wanna try to wait my contractions out. I said, when they get closer, let me start counting how far apart my contractions are, and then we can go when they get closer together. Once I told my parents, they said, y'all need to leave now. So I'm trying to, get all my stuff together, get cute, get my tripod, get my GoPro, get all that. And everybody is rushing me, telling me to hurry up and go. I wasn't able to pack most of the stuff I wanted to pack, which is why I'm going to emphasize, please have your pregnancy bag ready to go when you're 34, 35 weeks. I just was starting to pack my pregnancy bag because I was like, hey, I'm about to be 38 weeks, I'm not sure if I'm going to labor yet. So I had started packing it, but I did not complete it. Please have your pregnancy bag packed at 34 to 35 weeks. Unless your doctor is telling you might have to go into early labor, then that's a different situation. Have it packed even earlier. But 34, 35 weeks, have that thing packed and ready to go, okay? So I'm packing up my bag. And then I just remember on the car ride to the hospital, which is 45 minutes from my house, I remember my leg being propped up outside of the window and just looking up. It was a full moon. I'll never forget it. Just looking up at the moon. And Rihan's father kept talking to me, but I don't remember anything he was saying. I don't think I was listening. And I was just in a daze. By the time we put up to the hospital, they came out with the wheelchair to wheel me out. I did have my pants pulled down, so I pulled my pants up. I got in the chair. I did not deliver at my scheduled hospital, so they had to get some information from me, which was very irritating. I'm in pain and they're asking me questions, so they put a wheelchair into the triage. They get me dressed in the gown and everything. They're asking all these questions, and then they kind of started to check me. When they check me, I am already 5 centimeters. So not sure if you know, you need to be 10 centimeters. So I'm already 5 centimeters, and we just got to the hospital. Once they got off my information and they had to give me a COVID test, which is very funny because I was like, no, don't put that in my nails. They wheeled me up to my room where I was going to have the baby at. And the nurse, I just remember her saying, if you feel like you have to poop, call us in.
Okay? Like you feel like you want to poop, or like there's just something in your vagina you gotta poop. Even if you have never had a baby, you'll be like, no, this is not me. You're doing good. Learn to breathe. It's in through your nose, out through your mouth. You're doing good. Come on, breathe for that baby. You're doing so good. You're doing good. You're doing good. You got it. A little more. A little more breathing. You're doing good. Because you won't. I need the blue, the blood. No, the blood bracelet. I hope you don't have me on video.
Say again?
You don't have me on video.
No, I don't know.
Thank you. You've had a COVID test? Ever had one done? Have you had the vaccine?
Never caught it.
Never had. We still do a COVID test on everybody because if you're tested positive, then they have to do special stuff for the baby.
Do
Okay?
what you gotta do.
Are we going to the room after this? Are we gonna be here for a second?
Huh?
Are we gonna be here for a second? Or are we going to the
Yeah,
room
you're
after
gonna
this?
be here until the charge nurse gets a room. Breathe. Come on,
Okay, you know.
So I'm focusing on my breathing. I took a Lamaze class and they emphasize how important it is to breathe. People have different methods that help them get through that. But one of the methods was like focusing on something in the room and just breathing and even like humming. So I was doing like I was breathing with a hum and I was focusing on something in the room. So nothing else, all the people around, all that, none of that was bothering me or distracting me. I was just focused on breathing and I was holding on to the rails. Do not hold on to your partner's hand. And let me tell you why. You're going to hurt them. You're going to hurt them really, really bad. And you want your partner to be in tip-top shape to hold that baby. So I advise do not hold your partner's hand. Get a stress ball. Get you a little pillow. For me, I held on to the rails because you are going to hurt them. You're going to hurt them really, really badly. So I would say that is dangerous to do. And just really try to stay calm leading up to where you have to start pushing because you're going to need every bit of that energy. So I just remember in my Lamaze class how they were just like, stay calm, preserve your energy, save it for when you have to push the baby out. So after the nurse told me if you feel like you need to poop, let us know. It felt like maybe 10 minutes went by and I had that pressure down there. So I called the nurse in. The nurse checked. She said, there's no more cervix left. You're ready to push. Mind you, we haven't been at the hospital long. We haven't been in a room more than an hour. She said, well, the doctor, is busy with someone else. So, I guess we're just going to have to get more nurses in here and you got to start. I said, yeah, because I can't hold this feeling no more. So they come in and they start coaching me through how to push. And they're just like, push, push. And I felt myself getting tired because it is exhausting. Even though you're not pushing long, you're using every bit of energy inside you to push that baby out. And I just remember her saying, you got to hurry up and push the baby out because she said something about the breathing and something in my brain went, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, my baby. I want my baby to be safe. I want my baby to be healthy. And I went full Super Saiyan. I'm not sure it's a Dragon Ball Z reference. I went full Super Saiyan. And I pushed and it felt like maybe the baby came out within 10 minutes. I don't even want to say 15 because it happened really fast. The baby's father, he just was like, yeah, it was like I blinked and the baby was there. And here you are. That is my baby. I did have a 1st degree tear. There are 3 degrees of tearing. 1st degree is very, very minor. 2nd degree, of course, is worser. 3rd degree is the worst of the worst. So I had a 1st degree tear. So they did have to stitch me up a little bit, which they numb you and then they stitch it up. I didn't feel a thing, not to be too vulgar, but I told them to stitch that thing up as tight as possible. You know what I'm saying? I had a amazing experience. The doctors and the nurses were amazing. They cared for me. They were very like detailed in making sure I was good with the labor aftercare. The labor and delivery aftercare. I would say, I know some people have their spook stories when it comes to labor and delivery. I stopped watching videos about labor and delivery when it came to other people's experiences because it will freak you out. That stuff doesn't happen to everybody, and you don't want it to happen to you. So it's good to be aware and knowledgeable of what could happen, but don't put too much of that information inside your head. Right after Rion came out and they got him cleaned up, they stuck him right on my boob. They asked you if you're breastfeeding before you go into labor. Before you deliver. And they stuck him right on there. There was no time wasted. And you do feel a lot of pressure. I think I'm just going to make a separate video when it comes to breastfeeding because there's so many things to talk about when it comes to that, and I don't want to offset where this video is going. But I am happy that I was able to share my labor and delivery story with you. If you are pregnant and about to be a mother, congratulations. You're almost to the finish line. If you just had your baby, congratulations to being a mother now. It is a beautiful journey. Just take it easy, and you got this.